All right, guys, more problems to talk about. So, not only are Americans dealing with what Mr. Kleiner just when well talked about, and we talked about the last lesson. Now you've got people trying to take over ships in another place in the world. So Americans are dealing with what are called the Barbary states of North Africa. They're my cousins, Barbary. You know what I'm saying. So be careful for me when you see me. They were robbing ships as they passed through the Mediterranean Sea. So for years, places like Morocco, Algeria, Tunisia, Tripoli, which is in Turkey, I believe, they had been attacking our ships that were trying to pass through the Mediterranean Sea. You can get to like Italy and stuff through the Mediterranean Sea. So we're trying to take our ships through there. And essentially they're saying, if you don't give us money, we're not going to let you pass. We'll jack all your stuff, which obviously is not good for us considering we're trying to go over there and make money. What Jefferson didn't know was that Washington and Adams both had been paying these pirates like on the low, so that way we could pass through and get to places like Italy, which is really hypocritical of George Washington and John Adams, because they didn't want to pay France in the XYZ affair, if you remember, but they're willing to pay these African pirates whatever amount of money they wanted. Now, I don't know what the difference was. Maybe they were asking for less or whatever. But for almost 12 years, 3 full presidential terms, Washington and Adams are paying these guys whatever they ask for in order for the ships to be able to get through the Mediterranean Sea. And again, it's very, very, very hypocritical. And according to my phone, since Mr. Kleiner used 0.6 font again, 0.5 this time, you lowered it down. The government secretly had paid over $2 million to the Barbary states, which is a lot of money. $2 million is a lot of money now. Can you imagine how much that was back then? Really think about that. The Barbary rulers eventually demanded an amount that Jefferson wouldn't pay. So Jefferson at first thought, like, maybe I'll just keep doing it. But then eventually, like, the Barbary states got so greedy that they asked for so much money that Jefferson said, like, no. We're not going to do that. And the rulers threatened that if Jefferson didn't pay, he would declare war on the United States. So it's either pay the money, pay the tribute, or be ready to fight against these Barbary states of Northern Africa. So here's your dilemma. What are the options? And I'm sure Mr. Kleiner will blow this up for your boy. So how should Jefferson deal with piracy in the Mediterranean Sea? You've got option A, pay the increased tribute for the Tripoli ruler and avoid war. Again, we're still a new country. Okay, it's not like all of a sudden we've got all these nukes and our military is freaking sweet now. We're not far removed from what John Adams just had to decide with France. So option A is pretty soft. Option B, send a peace envoy to Tripoli to negotiate. Try to figure out, like, hey, we'll keep paying you a little bit of money, but maybe you can let us pass through. We'll figure something out. Again, a very peaceful resolution. Option C, send warships to the Mediterranean Sea to protect U.S. interests. So this is much more aggressive. You get the gang, you get the squad over there, and you get ready to fight. I mean, there's no other way to put it. And option D is end all U.S. shipping to the Mediterranean Sea. Again, a very soft approach, but at least you're not engaging. You just said, forget you fools. We don't need you. We're going to do our own thing over here. So think about it, vote, and we'll see what the best option is, or we'll see what he went with in the next video.